This is going to be a short video on exporting from Adobe Premiere using a format that is ideal for YouTube and other applications. So I've got my file open, and before we export, I want to take a peek at a couple of items. One, on your timeline here, there's a gray bar above your timeline with some yellow handles on the end. It's important that you match the length of this yellow bar to your footage. Otherwise, you could clip some of the footage. In other words, if I make this bar a little shorter, this part of my video is not going to get exported. Or if I extend it beyond, I'm going to end up with some dead footage. It's just going to be black and silent. So make sure you match up your timeline segment there. The other piece you want to do is you want to make sure that this box is highlighted yellow, and you get that simply by clicking here, and once your timeline is selected, you're ready to export. So we're going to go to File and go to Export Media, and this dialog box is going to come up, and the first thing we're going to do is select the format, and we're going to switch from AVI to H.264. Alright, and that's going to enable many presets that we can select from. So we're going to switch to H.624. Excuse me, H.264. Under the presets, when you click on this tab, you're going to find that there are probably 100 or more presets available. We want to scroll down way near the bottom here, and we're going to select one of the YouTube settings. Now, if you remember, when we recorded with our digital SLR cameras, we set the cameras to 1080p for we said 24 frames per second. It's actually 23.9676 or at any rate, we're close enough to 24 frames per second. This is the one we want to pick, this guy right here. So select that. Now we have our format and our preset selected. We now want to select the output name, which is going to allow us to choose where this video is going to get exported to. So I'm working in my local drive and my VP local, and I'm working on my 15 shots. So I'm going to put it in 15 shots. I'm going to call it last name, first initial, 15 shot types, and I'm going to hit save. I still have not exported. All I've done with these three steps is select my format, my preset, and my name and location. To actually do the export, I'm now going to hit this export button, and this is going to take a few seconds. I don't have a very long video, so it probably won't take too long. When this is done exporting, I should be able to go to that folder that I selected and find a mp4 file, which I can then put in the Dropbox or upload to YouTube if I was working on a personal project. But for my class, for Mr. Derry's class, we're going to take those exported videos and we're going to put them into the Dropbox, which I think I'm going to extend this video for a moment, and we will show you how to put it in the Dropbox in case you haven't done that before. So we're mostly done here. Okay, we've finished the exporting. We're now going to close out of Adobe Premiere. I'm going to hit yes. If we go to, if we go to our local drive, we will find this is the video that I just exported. If I'm going to change the view here to details, and you're going to notice that this is an mp4 file that was just created. If we look at the date, September 21st, this is the file. These files are movie files that your camera recorded, and then we also would probably have in here an Adobe Premiere file. I don't need you to turn in the Adobe Premiere file. It's of no value unless you were to turn in all your clips with it. So make sure that you're sending me the mp4 video file type, and I'm checking the date there. So now I'm going to open up another window and get the Dropbox open, and I would go to Dropbox, high school, Derry, and this year video class meets during period 2. So I'm simply going to take that file and drag it right into the period 2 video.